I like the description of and can easily run faster than 50 miles per hour at top speed.
But we just don't know what that top speed actually is.
Yeah, usually it's like runs up to 50 miles an hour. No, it's over 50 miles an hour. We just don't know how fast. He could be running 85 miles an hour down the field or something. I don't know.
You're tuned into the GOCast podcast, your one-stop shop for updates, news, tips, and community in the world of Pokemon Go. Thank you for listening.
Get those treats ready. Yamper's debut is almost here.
Why can't I hold all these Eevees?
And more on this episode of GOCast. Hello and welcome to the GOCast podcast, episode 328. It's June 14th. I'm your host, Chris, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Kyle.
Hiya.
How you doing, Kyle?
Doing good.
Good?
Yeah.
Good. Wow. All right. I'll take it. I forgot to mention it's Saturday, by the way. So if you're wondering why this is... Yeah, if you're wondering why this episode is coming out late, it's because we're recording late. So big thanks to Kyle. He was very flexible this week with recording times. I had some changes in some medication, and I was not feeling my best the first two times we tried to record. So here we are again, feeling much better. We're back. We're happy to be here. Kyle, I feel like I haven't talked to you in such a long time, and I gotta say, going to Jersey without you was a sad affair. Now, it was a great trip. I loved it, but it was very strange not having you there. And people kept telling me that. They were like, "Oh, hey, Chris, where's Kyle?" Like I was an afterthought, you know? Like, I really just want to see Kyle. How's he doing? Where's he at?
I was so sad. So sad.
And I had to be like, oh, he's being a responsible partner and dog father. You know, he's at home right now helping out with a bunch of stuff or whatever. And they're like, oh, I guess it's okay. I'm like, yeah, I guess it's okay. You know, just hiding my tears behind my mask, you know, like, geez. So, yeah, it was great. Do you have any questions about the venue and stuff? We haven't talked too much, and I'm not sure if you listened to the commentary that we did while we were over there.
I did not. I planned to. I just hadn't listened to it yet.
Yeah,
but I think really my only question from having seen everything else was, how were the spawns in the park? How did you feel? Because you are kind of biased.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's two things about this. I didn't notice that there was a problem until other people vocalized it, because I was too consumed by several factors. One, when I play in the park, I really don't hand catch. I'm notoriously infamous for just letting my ball do all the catching after the research is done and stuff, or even sometimes before the research is done, because I forget to finish it. But I didn't notice a problem with it until somebody else said, hey, the spawns are a little spread out. Isn't this park big? And I was like, yes and yes. Those are both true. So the spawns in the park were good. There were just a little too few of them. I think if they had upped the density by maybe 30%, it would have probably been dialed in.
Okay. So the park size, you think, was kind of part of the issue with how the spawns were spread out around the park? It's
like they had, and I don't know if this is how this works, and if it does work like this is completely by accident, but it's like they had the geofence space from Randall's Island, and they had X number of spawns in that area, and then they took that and they just remapped the geofence over on this other park, which happened to be bigger and didn't adjust the net spawn points in it.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It was bigger then. So
it was bigger.
Did you care? How did you feel about the size then?
It was fine. I think the only issue is that there was only one water station in the middle of the park.
Oh, come on, man. Yeah. We've done this how many times?
and I'm looking at the map. It's GoFest Paris right now, by the way. And I'm looking at the map from Paris, and I'm like, okay, how many water stations they got? There's one in the middle. That's got to be it, right? There's one in the middle. There's one on the far left. There's one in the far right. They got all them bases covered over there, and we got nothing. We had just the one spot in the middle, which was fine, and the flow was fantastic. The water tasted great. It was cold, no lines virtually because the flow was so good. That's fine.
I mean, that's good, but
like there were food trucks on the ends where I would have liked to have seen a water station, but I don't want to buy $6 bottled water. I want a water station. Give me a fountain.
Yeah, I feel like there's no excuse for not having 2. 3 would be ideal, but 2, like, we had 2 last year at Randall's Island.
We did have 2.
So, like, they were bad, but we had them.
We had them. Yeah. On the map, it looked like we were covered. Yeah. But the weather was good. There was a little bit of rain on Saturday for folks, but I wasn't in the park that day. But we had a bunch of friends that did go during that time. And even amongst those that got rained on or had to leave like an hour early, whatever it was, for like some thunderstorms, they all said it was superior in every way to Randall's Island, aside from maybe some spawn density questions, but it was really good. And I hope that if they have it there again, which I hope they don't, but if they do, I hope they have it at the same place and that you can come with next year to see it. Cause I think you'd agree. The tree cover was much better. The skyline across the water of Manhattan was a wonderful thing to see constantly. The Statue of Liberty is right there in the water. Like, you feel like you can reach out and touch her. I mean, not really. She's like a mile off or whatever. But, it's good. It's a really good spot.
No more New York area next year, please. Somewhere else. Anywhere else.
I'm really hoping, and we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves here for the PokéPoll question this week, but I'm really hoping it's Chicago next year because we're getting the fossil exhibit in May.
Oh, we are. Yeah.
to the field. So if they were really, really, really smart, and I don't know how they would have done this so much in advance, because I'm sure the next 2 years or 3 years are already drafted out somewhere. But it would be awesome if it was in Chicago, and then they would also get foot traffic to go over to the field to do the exhibit as well. That'd be great.
That's a compelling argument. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like to think so. Yeah. All right. So while we were in 2 different complete areas having very different play experiences, by the way, if you want to hear more thoughts about GoFest from myself and DeFi 250 and Team Magma Tyler and Cook's Gravy and Steve from ISE, all of those folks share their thoughts on the bonus episode that was released just before, earlier in the feed. Who knows if PvP quarter comes up before this, but it was the most recent bonus episode. Go take a listen to that. All right. So we were in different places doing different things, but we did set goals last week for things we wanted to achieve by the time that we recorded next, which is now. So let's take a look. See here, Mr. Kyle, yours were focused around instrumental wonders. First and foremost was the collection challenges. Did you finish those?
I did do that. I also got a shiny Pharaoh seed, which was fun. I love that. I love that shiny. So
yeah, it is a good shiny. Nice. Very, very nice. And did you clear out more storage space to prepare for global?
So I did. I'm surprised I didn't write down how much space I had. I'm at 5,500. I think I was at like 5,800.
Nice.
Last week. Trying. I did transfer like 60 shinies and
oh my gosh,
50 legendaries. So
wow.
I finally cleared out all of my Necrozma.
Oh my god.
I hit so many. It was so hard. It's so hard to get rid of them because like when are you going to get more? And then also like a third of them had the catch card on it from New York. So I'm
yeah, you're like, somebody will want this.
And I still got rid of a lot of catch cards, but I kept some.
Yeah. How many did you keep though? Like, did you have a rule?
I didn't make a rule, but it just what felt right. Probably like 15. So
out of like your like 900 that you caught.
Well, I rated and caught like 185, but I only had like 60 or 70 left from that. So
all right, well you heard him, folks. Next time you see him, if you want those trades, lock them in before they're all gone.
Going in the grinder.
That's right. So was that a yes or a no for storage?
That is a yes. It wasn't as much as I wanted, but I did make space. It's going on the list this week because it's a huge problem right now.
Mine is too. I'm right there with you. Restock red balls.
So I did. It's a lot better than it was last week or 10 days ago. I'm at 900. So like that's good. I think I was at like 200 a week and a half ago. So.
That's not too bad. Yeah, considering you were probably also catching a bit too. So yeah. And then the Go Pass progress, where are you at?
I am level or rank 61. So I think that's mission successful. I did not hit the limit of 250 per day or what it is, I think. But I did make sure I did every daily challenge, and I've done all the weeklies so far. So
nice. Great. Yeah, I just hit 100 on it today. I've been maxing my points every day, so I think it lands cleanly on that. So you're not too far behind in the grand scheme of things, honestly, out of the 200. It'll be easier during global when everything is lifted, especially when you're playing a lot during global. You'll just blast through whatever's left.
Well, I mean, I expect to be at 100 before global, so like that's all that matters.
The 100. I'm talking about doing the full 200, man. I'm going all the way.
I mean, sure, but like the 100 is where it's like, hey, buy the pass now. I have not bought the pass yet. So
okay, sure.
I've also not claimed anything yet, by the way.
See, here's another thing though too, is that I bought the premium a while ago, and you get 2 daily tasks to do every single day. So that also.
But isn't it? It's 2 daily tasks instead of having weeklies. Wasn't that what Lachlan said last week?
Oh, I get the weekly and 2 daily tasks.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah,
but okay.
Yeah, well, that will explain why I'm as far ahead as I am, I guess. Yeah, very cool. And then that's about it. So that is a 4 for 4 for you, sir. Well done. We love it. I had set some GoFest level goals, and knowing that I wasn't going to hit all of these, so some of these are going to be grandfathered into the global goals when we set them next week, or next week, the week after, whatever the case might be.
Week after.
Yeah. So shiny phalanx. I got 2 choo-choo train phalanx. I got shiny Pikachus. I got 2 blues and 1 red that I had to trade for. I have since traded that second Team Mystic shiny Pikachu to my sister, who is in Team Mystic, unfortunately. Shiny Carbink did elude me. Shiny Frigiback, I wanted 3 of them. I got 0. Those eluded me altogether. Yeah. Shiny Zacian and Zamazenta, I did get both of those. 200 plus eggs, I hatched 306.
Oh my god.
Shiny Skiddo, I actually had one already. I forgot from before, but I didn't catch a new one, so I'm going to count that as a failure.
That's a failure.
Yeah, take ghost snapshots for Rotom Fan and favorite them. I did this for at least one of the days. I did like 5 of them. So
okay.
That's an improvement for me.
Okay,
so.
5. Yeah, sure. That counts.
9. There's 9. I did 6 of these. 6 out of 9. That's okay. We'll take it. So plenty of things to forward on to Global Go Fest, unfortunately. Or fortunately, at least, I know like the 3 things I'm looking for this time. Yeah. I'll admit, honestly, this time, my entire shiny haul from all of Go Fest was 34. Very low.
It is very low.
Very low. I did not work very hard.
Busy with other things too.
Yeah. I had like a health scenario that I was dealing with and some other things, and I just was taking it easy. We walked a lot anyway, despite trying to not walk a lot. We ended up walking a lot. That's how it works, and it was really nice. I really enjoyed that trip. Thank you to everybody that came out to the meetup as well on Saturday night. It was great to see you. And then everybody that came out to the raid train on Sunday. Also great to see you there. And anybody else that stopped and took pictures and stuff, thank you. It was wonderful to meet you or to see you again in most cases. Okay, so with our goals behind us, and we've covered Jersey at least a little bit here, let's move on to the news, because we've got 2 things to talk about. Yo, what up? It's the news. We've got 2 pieces of news. Like I said, the first one is Yamper's paw prints. Woo! Ooh, I wonder what this event is about. When is this? It's Friday, June 20th at 12 a.m. to Sunday, June 22nd at 11:59 p.m. local time. So this will be next weekend, which will also be the weekend that Jangmo-O Community Day is happening. The debuts for this event are, as one might guess, Yamper and Boltund, which is its evolved form, 50 candies to do that evolution. Event bonuses include 2x Stardust for catching Pokemon, an increased chance to encounter Shiny Snubbull, Shiny Poochyena, and Shiny Furfrou. Or Furfrou, I can never remember. So this event bonus of 2x Stardust will persist through the weekend, which means it will also be live during Community Day. So we're getting double,
nice.
double bonuses. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Wild encounters for this event include Growlithe, Snubbull, Houndour, Poochyena, Electrike, Lillipup, Furfrou, Fido, Hisuian, Growlithe, and Yamper. Only Fido and Yamper cannot be shiny. Also, good thing to point out, rather, is that Yamper is in the wild in a debut event. We love to see that. It'll be rare, but it will be available. So if you're having a hard time finding one, you can probably just go off for a little bit of a walk and you might trip over one or two. Field research task rewards. You finish the field research task or encounters with event-themed Pokemon. I hope that includes Yamper. That'd be cool to see it somewhere else as well. Timed research. This is a 3-day timed research. On the 20th, encounters with a featured Pokemon of the day, Poochyena, will be there for the timed research. 3,000 experience and 1,500 Stardust, which will be a consistent thing, by the way. Every single day, you can do tasks to get 3,000 XP and 1,500 Stardust. But the first day is encounters with Poochyena. The second day, June 21st, is encounters with Furfrou. And then June 22nd is encounters with Snubbull. I might just sleep in that day. There's going to be a paid timed research, which is going to be 99 cents US. You'll get 4 incense, 6,000 Stardust, and encounters with event-themed Pokemon, including Snubbull, Poochyena, Rockruff, Yamper, and more. Nice cheap research. It's cool to see the $1 come back and it not be a $1.99 or a $2.99.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the reward matches it though.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. It's just nice to have, something different. Change it up, All right, so Kyle, Yamper event, thoughts, feelings. That timed research is unnecessarily complex, maybe.
It's whatever. I love Yamper. Yamper's awesome. It's a top tier dog Pokemon. Having all of the dog Pokemon in the wild is a good time.
Yes, it is.
I'm not going to say it's all in case there's ones that they're forgetting. So, but yeah, that's it. I don't know. The time research is weirdly rotational for not great reasons, but if you're trying to compel somebody to do something on each day, instead of somebody grinding it all on one day, I guess that is fine. The rewards are not very spectacular, so you don't feel bad about missing it.
Yeah.
The paid research is bad. Like it's bad, but
it's just it's not bad. It's just appropriate value for $1.
But I mean, like 4 incense is bad.
Is it? I mean, 4 incense is, I think, fine for $1.
What is 4 incense? Do you have the game open? What does 4 incense cost? Obviously, it's a better value than just otherwise. But so is all of them technically. Incense
is 40 coins. You can get 8 for 250.
Oh, so it's not even. This is not even actually a good value. It's a bad value. You are just barely breaking even on the incense, so you're effectively paying for getting the encounters for free.
No, it's 250, right? So for 8, and it's 100. It would be 100, so to speak, for 4. So you're getting better. You're getting a better deal still for those 4, but not by much.
Yes, but nobody's buying incense.
Nobody's buying incense. That's a good point.
They come with other things that you buy almost exclusively. I'm sure somebody's out there buying incense, but
I mean, incense for some players, especially if you're rural and you don't have like a lot of spawn points, it's probably a lifesaver.
It is, but at the same time, if incense is the way that you are succeeding or playing the game in a lot of ways, you're spending a lot of money regardless to be able to do that. So I don't know. I like seeing star pieces, incubators, battle passes instead in the timed research that you have to spend money. Because remember, you can't get this with Pokecoins. So
yeah, that's very true. That's very, very true. I think it's fine. It's just not exciting.
Also, I just wish like all of the encounters were Yamper, not like one of each dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess this is the only way to get Rockruff. That's one of the dogs that's missing here in the wild spawns. Maybe that will be in field research. That'd be really cool if Rockruff was in field research.
Bro, I got to tell you, speaking of Rockruff, of those 34 shinies, 3 of them were Rockruff that I hatched. One of them was Dusk form, though, so that did get evolved.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
That's really good, actually.
But the rest of it, yeah, just sit on a pile of puppies, man.
Yeah, that's rough. I have 2 that I caught or I got shiny like the normal way. So I'd feel so bad hatching a bunch from better odds.
Yeah, just jeez. Anyway, so yeah, Yamper is on the horizon. It'll be coming up real quick. It'll be this upcoming weekend by the time that you hear this on either Sunday or Monday or later, I guess, that week. So get ready for that. That'll be fun. Who doesn't like a dog Pokemon? Evil people don't like dog Pokemon. I'm a cat person and I love dog Pokemon.
You're the exception.
I guess so. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on to our other piece of news, which I'm sad to report here on GOCast episode 328. That July Community Classic is indeed, I'm sorry, having a hard time. It's Eevee. It's Eevee again. It's Eevee again. Now, I understand. Lachlan explained this to us very nicely that we didn't have a community classic already. We had 2 regular community days. And so therefore, I suppose, in some perverse, strange way, we were weirdly owed this community classic of Eevee Community Day. Now, here's my question to you, Kyle, before we even get into any of these details. Does that line of logic then also mean that we're owed a second Community Day Classic because we had 2 Community Days?
Yes, give it a year and somebody will say that. But no, because you got to remember, we did have 2 Charmanders as well.
Yeah,
Charmander's only had 1 classic, so
that's true. I would so much rather have another Charmander Classic than a 4th Eevee Classic.
Yeah.
I'm just
I like to think that they are holding that for desperate times. Eevees also holding it for desperate times. They're like, all right, everybody's going to be burnt out from all the Go Fests. What can we do that gets people going? Oh, Eevees.
Eevees. Yeah. All right. I mean, and that's fair. And I will say, you know, if you're going to do an Eevee event, this is the way to do it. Let's hop into those details a little bit here. This is going to be Saturday, July 5th and Sunday, July 6th. This will be 4th of July weekend, which is a fun weekend to hold the 2 day, I suppose. Featured attack, Eevee caught or hatched during this time will know the charged attack last resort. And then for the all of the evolutions, they all have a corresponding move. So Vaporeon will get Scald, Jolteon, Zap Cannon, Flareon, Superpower, ? Espeon, Shadow Ball, Umbreon, Psychic, Leafeon, Bullet Seed. It's the only one on the list that gets a fast attack instead of a charged attack. Glaceon, Water Pulse, also ? Sylveon, Psyshock. There's also going to be Community Day Classic Special Research for US $199 or the equivalent pricing tier in your local currency. You'll be able to access the Eevee Community Day Classic exclusive special research the entire weekend. Complete this research for even more rewards, including 1 premium battle pass, 1 rare candy, additional encounters with Eevee and its evolutions, and 3 encounters with Eevees that have a delightful day's special background. There's also going to be the usual special background timed research for 5 days after that. Catch a Pokemon a day, yada, yada. Event bonuses. Here we go. Limited time evolution requirement changes. I'm going to go through these pretty quick so I don't say the same words over and over again 5 times. Evolve Eevee into Espeon after exploring 1 kilometer with Eevee as your buddy. This also works for Umbreon, so just explore 1 kilometer with Eevee as your buddy. For Sylveon, all you have to do is earn 7 hearts with Eevee as your buddy. Eevee will appear more frequently in the wild. They'll be more shiny. There'll be quarter egg hatch distance, which is truly the gem in here for me. Lure modules and incense activated will last for 3 hours during the event. And take a few snapshots for a surprise. It'll be Eevee. It's Eevee, isn't it?
It's Eevee.
It's Eevee. Field research, catch Eevee to earn rewards such as Stardust, Great Balls, additional encounters with Eevee, and more, because that's what we need. And then there will be showcases. And then if you're going to buy the ticket, do in the web store, you'll get something. I literally bought the event. What's the we were just looking at this. What is the name of the event that's happening right now?
The current one, ancient ruins, or something ruins.
Yeah, you know what the bonus was? I'm pretty sure it was 5 Ultra Balls. Hilarious.
Not gonna lie,
so funny.
I might have actually bought it on the app for that.
Oh, okay.
Just to tell them that's not actually enough of a motivation to make.
I'm not into it. I'm not into it. I don't need this. Thank you. Yeah.
How else are you going to tell them that their motivation is not good enough?
You can take
Google's 30% and be happy with it.
I'm still, by the way, remember how I left for Jersey with 3,000 Ultra Balls?
Uh-huh.
I still have 3,000 Ultra Balls.
Yeah, well, first off, you don't hand catch a lot in those events. But second off, when you're in the park or in a condensed area like that, you can't lower your Pokeball totals. It's impossible.
Yeah.
I came back from New York last year with more of all 3 than when I started.
It's true. It is rather lucrative. Yeah, that's fair. Speaking of lucrative events, if you want an Eevee, this is going to be the time for you to do it, I suppose. Kyle, I hate to put you on the spot. I know you're still really wrestling with your thoughts and opinions about this event and how you feel about it. So, what do you think about our first, again, technically our first Eevee Community Classic?
Okay, so I don't care about this classic personally, but I have one thought. Very frustrating because this was a perfect time to do it. There's no bone thrown to Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon.
Yeah.
One of the best parts about having another Community Day Classic or Community Day for Eevee in general is that people who are shiny collectors get more shiny Eevees because you need 8 of them. 8? Yes, 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But only 3 of them can be deterministically evolved. 4 of them, 5 of them. 5 of them can be deterministically evolved, and 3 of them are still random. You couldn't have done a limited time evolution here. I don't know what you want to do with it, but give you control over what you're evolving. It just,
yeah. They're 3-hour community days. They could have been the first hour is Flareon, second hour is Vaporeon, third hour is Jolteon. That would have been smart.
Well, but you got to do like 2-hour blocks. Do another rotation because you can evolve it after the day ends too. Now,
yeah, and then there's 2 days, and you just repeat that twice, and then everybody would probably be covered.
Yeah, and that's good because it lets you catch everything first and then decide what you want afterwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, that feels kind of bad, and then begs the question: why not do the last resort evolutions instead? For the most part, last resort is a more useful thing for most of the evolutions than any of these moves, which is not to say they don't have use, but practically speaking, the only good evolutions want last resort.
It's so weird seeing Flareon with superpower. I don't remember that ever being the case before.
Yep. And it's technically its best move if you're using it in Great League, but it's like rank 700. So
right. Yeah, nobody's using Flareon for anything, unfortunately. Yeah. Dope Pokemon. Very cool design. We all love a Flareon, but I don't think I've ever used one.
I love the original evolutions. And
yeah.
They're not very good, unfortunately. But
No, unfortunately. I like Jolteon because it's an honorary bug Pokemon because it learns Pin Missile and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Look, we gotta take our W's where we can.
It's Eevee. Yay.
It's Eevee.
Egg hatch distance. I will not be playing this one at all, probably. I'll be like, I can stay home this weekend.
I will be doing it despite not wanting to.
I'm pretty sure both of the previous Eevee days, I only played one of the days because I'm like, this is fine.
Well, if you get everything you want, like the first day, then why bother, I guess?
I mean, some people just have to have that shiny number go up.
Big number go up. That's true.
Big number go up.
I haven't checked in a while. how many I have.
I'm pretty sure I've gotten rid of however many I have.
3,700. I crossed that threshold.
Oh my god!
I need to get rid of these, but now I kind of want to hit like 5,000 shinies.
No, you don't. No,
it's kind of cool. I have so many other non-shinies I can get rid of them. Why?
I have 1,400 shinies now.
It's a game. 1,400? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's essentially zero.
It is.
Functionally zero. All right. Eevee Community Day. It's there. If you're going to do it, you'll have 2 days to do it. That's awesome. Classic.
I have 12 shiny Eevees. And apparently I have one with your name on it that I'm supposed to trade you, I guess.
You do?
As well. It's the Sun Crown Eevee from New York last year.
Oh, I think I traded one to Ashley, and then I needed you to help me replace it.
Yeah, because I had 2 of them. Okay, well,
now we know one thing
to trade you. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Got to get rid of some of those. All right. Anyway, that's it for the news. Wow. Let's move away from this together. That means that we're going to take a very short break. And when we come back, it'll be time for Pokélore. You can probably already guess what it's about.
And we're back with this week's Pokélore. And we're doing Yamper, the puppy Pokemon, and Boltund, the dog Pokemon.
The dog.
Yamper is a quadrupedal canine Pokemon. It has a brown body with yellow fluff around its neck, resembling a collar, and yellow highlights around its eyes. It has a yellow bolt-shaped tail and a heart-shaped pattern on its rear. Its forefeet, underside, and parts of its face are white. Yamper's ears have a light green and yellow color on the inside. It also has a small yellow nose. Yamper tends to be drawn to fast-moving things and will chase after people, other Pokemon, or even vehicles. Yamper has an organ that generates electricity from the base of its tail when it runs. It cannot store the electricity it generates, so sparks of electricity can often be seen when it's running.
That's cute.
In the Galar region, it is a popular choice for herding Pokemon, such as Wooloo. Due to its gluttonous nature, it will only assist people in exchange for treats. Joltik are often seen on its hindquarters, feeding on its static electricity.
Oh, gotta get it. It's tick meds, dude.
Oh no. Then Boltund. Boltund is a quadrupedal canine Pokemon. Its 2 front paws are white with a yellow stripe on each leg above the white part, which leads to its desaturated green legs. Its back paws are a darker yellow with a lighter yellow on top of it. It also leads to desaturated green legs. It has a thin yellow tail and hind legs with 2 spikes on the top of each of them. When it raises its tail, the tail takes the shape of a lightning bolt. The bottom half of its body is mainly desaturated green, while the upper part is mainly yellow. Boltund's head is yellow with white markings that extend over its muzzle, under its eyes, and in between its eyes, going up to its forehead. This white spot also goes down and ends in a triangle shape on the front of its chest. Its eyes are yellow, mint green, white, and black with no distinct pupil. An outer ring of light yellow is also around each eye. The inside of its ears is yellow with an outer ring of black. The desaturated green and yellow halves of its body connect on Boltund's shoulders, with the yellow part extending down to its front to cover Boltund's underbelly.
Just a very complicated description of a Pokemon that is otherwise rather not so complicated looking.
Very, very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly.
Boltund can channel the electricity that it generates to its legs in order to keep them strong, boosting its strength and allowing it to run nonstop for 3 full days.
Whoa.
It can easily run faster than 50 miles an hour at top speed. It serves as the enemy of Thievul.
So I wonder if Yamper and Nickit have a thing and they just didn't mention it.
Maybe. I like the description of and can easily run faster than 50 miles per hour at top speed.
But we just don't know what that top speed actually is.
Yeah, usually it's like runs up to 50 miles an hour. No, it's over 50 miles an hour. We just don't know how fast. He could be running 85 miles an hour down the field or something. I don't know.
We don't know. It's up to imagination. Yeah, that's like saying that Kyle and I could easily run faster than 2 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Which is true.
It's not a lie.
No.
This is going to sound silly. It sounds like a fact that ChatGPT would write about describing how fast something goes.
Where it's like, it's not wrong. It's just not the right way to say that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Max stats. Max CP at level 40 of 2176. Level 50 of 2460. 170 stamina, 131 defense, and 197 attack. The best moveset currently possible. Spark with Crunch and Thunder. Bolt Hunt is a lackluster Pokemon, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a cute puppy.
Yeah, we love Bolt Hunt and Yamper. All right, actually, I'm going to back up. Bolt Hunt is very forgettable. Yamper is phenomenal.
Oh, I like Bolt Hunt.
I don't dislike Bolt Hunt, but when my Yamper evolved into Bolt Hunt and I didn't know what its evolution looked like back in the day when you didn't look up every single Pokemon before you played the game,
you regretted it.
I was like, oh, you're going in the box now.
Oh no!
Like, I don't know,
boy.
It's fine. The fact that it's just electric type though, like, I don't know. It's so interesting because these two Pokemon, Yamper and Bolt Hunt, are the most dog of any Pokemon. We have a lot of dog Pokemon and we have a lot of cat Pokemon.
Yeah.
This is the most one where you just look at it and you're like, that's a dog. There's no question. There's no like flip-flopping. No, it's based on a real world dog.
It also shares a category with Growlithe, the puppy Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah, huh. Growlithe is the puppy Pokemon, and so is Yamper. But Arcanine is the legendary Pokemon.
Yeah,
right. So there's that. Cool. Yeah, for that moveset, this is just stuff that was data mined, so it should be there might be more than all that, but Spark is an okay fast move, and Crunch and Thunder are fine. Thunder kind of stinks, but the stats just ain't there, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's just missing all of the stats. Like its attack is almost workable, but like, and the fact that it's only electric type, it's not doing any favors.
Yeah, it's literally only lacking in the oomph department, and like that's it. Yeah, but we love Yamper. That's great. Cool.
All right. Now it's time for PokéPoll. Last week's PokéPoll was, with Global GoFest right around the corner, what sort of plans have you made? Everyone has a different place to play. Tell us about it. First response from Granny Julie. They said, I hatched and then evolved my own trainers. 3 generations of play in my family. 9 in total, all played since 2016. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Some are more active than others, but for Global GoFest, everyone comes out and plays. It's a big thing on the calendar for us as a family. We live by a small historic seaside village in northwest England, and I have built the game border over the years there. Enough gyms and stops to make it playable for us. It wouldn't suit hardcore grinders, but it's fine for our little crew. Plus, a beautiful surroundings and a beach nearby with an ice cream kiosk. Historical buildings dating back to the 6th century, too. Some quaint, small cafes for pit stops for coffee and homemade cakes, and only 15 minutes walks from home where we can return to charge devices and refuel. That's awesome. Those sound like great plans.
That's great. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're going to build up your own community, make it for your own group the way that you want it to be. That's great.
Next response is for Allie, and have you ever asked Allie how she pronounces her username?
No, I literally had this. We have met Allie several times in person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Allie Hard 8N.
I've always just said Allie Harden, but I don't think that's right.
I don't think that's right either. I didn't want to say it. But you can let us know on Discord. We should have asked.
Please.
Oh my goodness.
It's been years, Allie. Help out.
I've been trying to find a local community of steady players, but haven't had much luck the last couple years. However, I have successfully roped a few of my kids into playing as well as my husband. Now we play Global GoFest at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, when we aren't at a soccer event, that is. Nothing like waiting for coasters, catching Pokemon and doing raids.
Yeah.
When it's extra hot, we just ride the train around the park and catch in the shade. It's my favorite place to play in the summer. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, we still have to go to Six Flags and play it, by the way.
Oh my goodness. My coworker just went to Six Flags for his birthday. Should have gone with.
How was it?
I was working.
Classic. Yeah, we should go the Botanic Gardens too. But anyway, I'm getting away from this, but yeah, Cedar Point reminded me that I've always wanted to play at Six Flags. I just have never done it.
I don't know what Six Flags looks like.
I'm told it's great.
You got to go during like Fright Fest or something where you have less reason to go on rides as much because like the atmosphere of the park as well is a great time to be there. So
yeah, that's fair.
Next spot's from Sarah Amanda, and they said during GoFest Global, I will be with a tour group in Ireland. So I'm planning to have a fat wallet of Pokecoins available in case I need to remote for my 1,000 Zamazenta / Shield energy. Yeah, that's fair.
It's a good plan.
You should only need to do like 9-ish.
If you have a full group and you're doing it fast, maybe 7.
Well, no, it wasn't time based. It's actually random. I'm pretty sure the coins,
really,
the energy generated last year, I think it was like from 70 to 110.
Oh, I thought it was based on. I thought it was based on how fast you did it. So
I don't think so. And then there's going to be some like probably some codes and stuff like they did last year. So.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. But that's a good plan. Yeah, we've got a voicemail response here from Hero Ice.
Hey, Chris and Kyle. It's Hero Ice 18 here, and I know it's been a while since I've sent in a message, but figured I'd give a little answer to the PokéPoll. How has remote raiding changed your community? And for me, I am 100% amazed and glad that it's here. For reference, even though I'm a community ambassador, our community is pretty small. If I don't go into the main city to host an event, you usually get around 15 to 20 people coming to events, which is super awesome. I own our small knit group, but for a lot of Gmax raids, it's impossible. That's why we always have to collaborate with other groups or go into the big city. So if Cinderace this weekend, we only had about 10 people come in person and participate. And if that were the case, we wouldn't have been able to do any Cinderace, but with the ability for us to invite others from our online communities and even those in the Arizona area that couldn't make it out to our little town of Coolidge, we were able to get up to fill the lobby 40 at least 5 times, so we were able to do a good handful of raids. So I am always a proponent of online ability of raids.
Yeah.
Not even just for accessibility, but just to help bring others together. I think it's a really important change that's really helped out GMAX raids a lot. So just figured I'd give my 2 cents. So hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you later. Show any vibes on.
Yeah, it really can't be understated how different the landscape for Gigantamax is now because of this. I think regular rating is largely the same. I mean, people were remoting if they really wanted to already, but Shadow and Gigantamax, in particular Gigantamax, huge difference. So much more doable. I did a what's its name today? What's the Inteleon? I did a Gigantamax Inteleon today. And got several invites to other ones that I could not do at the time, unfortunately, but it was great. I'm very happy that I was able to just do it. Hop into a group. There's like 40 people in there, and we just knocked it out. No big deal.
Yeah, it's great for sure. All right. So for this week's PokéPoll, we have, what is one location you wish would host a GoFest, and why do you think it would be a good choice?
I think we've asked a question similar to this, but I think it's due to come around again.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to be biased because I want it in Seattle again.
Okay.
I think Seattle is an awesome city. I'd love to have another excuse to go there.
Yeah.
And like trying to stick away from my biases, I don't want it anywhere in southern US because I don't want to go to southern US in like July. It sounds like a horrible experience.
Yes.
So
yeah, like New Orleans or something, and you're just like sticky before you even leave your room.
Just walk in my sweat for 12 hours a day.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, Seattle's a good choice, man. I compare many GoFests to Seattle GoFest. It felt like they've learned a lot since then for event stuff and some quality of life things. But I think the layout of like how seamless it was to get from city to park play, and how reasonably sized the park was for your time that you had to spend there, it was an ideal layout. It really was. And the city's very walkable. Yeah. I think, I mean, my answer is Chicago, right? Definitely is. But if I had to choose something besides Chicago, I would say Boston. I think, yeah, Boston would be an incredible place to play. There's a lot of parks, a lot of monuments. I'm sure there's stops all over the place. I've never played there, but I've been there once in my youth. We went to go visit like a school for my sister or something when she was like college, looking at colleges. And it was, I remember it being really nice. And so I'd like to go back there. And like you said, I'd like to have an excuse to go back there. It'd be nice.
Okay.
Boston would be cool. But if you, dear listener, have an answer to this week's Pokéball question, which is, once again, what is one location you wish would host a GoFest, and why do you think it would be a good choice? You can answer that question. We post this on our X or Threads account at GoCast Podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, first of all, hello. Consider subscribing. We're awfully close to my goal for the year. Please help out. We're getting really, really, really close. You can leave a comment or a reply, whatever it's called here on YouTube, and that also counts as a response that we can take from. If you're listening on Spotify, you can reply to the episode directly with your response, and we'll get it there. And if you're a patron of ours in our patron exclusive Discord, we have an entire channel dedicated to this very topic, and that's where we primarily pull our responses from, because we love our patrons very much. Thank you all very much for the support. You're the best. And speaking of emails and I didn't even say the voicemail line. I almost got carried away here. You can send them in to mail@gocastpodcast.com. That's also a way to send in your response, or you can leave us a voicemail by calling 262-586-7717, or like Hero Ice did this week, just uploaded a voice file and I was able to download it and play it here, no problem. So now, Mr. Kyle, speaking of emails and voicemails, it's been a minute. Where are we?
It's time for emails.
That's true. And a couple of voicemails. We're going to play this first one from Sarah Manda.
Hey, GOCast, it's Sarah Manda here. So, New Jersey GoFest was a lot of fun, but there was a distinctive cow-shaped hole missing there.
So
hopefully,
true.
this can be amended in GoFest 2026. Missed you.
So.
Also, over the weekend, I managed to complete 21 Lucky Friend trades. Being able to do 6 special trades a day really helped take the planning stressor out of them. Although Saturday was my park play day, and it was the GoCast meetup day, and so I had to use some non-special lucky trades to get them done. But I'm just happy to trade in general. So now I have some lucky Pikachus that are wearing the conductor's hat matching the trainer's team, like whoever gave it to me. As far as Pikachu costumes go, that one was pretty good, and it was great for trades. Anyway, I have a question for y'all. I'm finally going to evolve a shiny Rockruff. Which form do you like more, midday or midnight? And also, I'm seeking a fun or cute nickname for it. That's all. Peace. Sarah Amanda.
I think I like the midnight one better. I like the unhinged look.
I think I agree. Also, the blue is a little bit nicer, I think.
Yeah,
it's a little bit darker in that one.
I would agree with that too. And if you're gonna go with the nighttime one, which looks like he wants to kill somebody, you gotta name him Rabid Bluey or something like that. Yeah, or like some sort of werewolf themed something or other. I think. Yeah.
All right.
You're like, please don't make me think of a nickname.
I mean, I got nothing. It's okay. Name him Jacob.
Oh, see, that's fine. That's a good one. I like that.
Oh my god.
I gotta also say before we move on from Sarah Amanda, there was a point at the GOCast meetup where I was like, all right, I can't have my phone on me or whatever. I put my phone down and I put my beer down. Tyler guarded my beer. And I had my phone on the table and I was like walking around with my backpack. I was making sure that everybody was situated. I was greeting everybody, trying to like talk to everybody and stuff like that. You see me, Kyle. I forget to sit down at these things. But it was really great. Everybody was so nice. It was so great to see everybody. But during this time, Sarah Amanda and I had a lucky trade. And so I left my phone. I said, here, go for it, whatever. And she's like, hey, can I send gifts? And so she sent gifts to 40 people, ran those out. And then we put the auto catcher back on. And then later that night, she sent more. And then the auto catcher went again. And then at lunch the next day, she also came out and she sent more there again. I cannot tell you the amount of people that night at the meetup that walked up and went, I just got a gift from you, Chris. Wow, what's the occasion? And I got to be, look, I hate to tell you, but it wasn't me. It was Sarah Amanda. So thank you for your service, Sarah Amanda. Appreciate it. I did get some extra friendships this week because of it. So thank you very much.
That's hilarious.
We'll have to do that again. It was funny and fun for me to just, it was fun to see who got what, Yeah. Okay. But thank you for the voicemail. Appreciate it. We've got another voicemail here. This one is from Sarah Lore and crew currently at the Paris Go Fest.
Conrad, hold on. Hi there, GoCast team. This is Sarah Law, aka Guyton, or was it the other way around? Never remember. I'm here in Paris for GoFest, and I've got a whole bunch of GoCast listeners here as well. I've got
Conrad,
Kelvin,
Little Miss Rue,
Justin,
and Sparky O2.
And I thought we should all have a little fun and celebrate something amazing that we've caught or seen here in Paris. So we're going to start off with you, Conrad. What have you got?
It's only been an hour and a half in and I've already got 13 shinies. Some of my favourites being on my first Fidgebax encounter was a shiny and the Twain Phalanx.
Wow.
Life is not fair when your son gets that many shinies in that time. And over here, what have you got?
I have got a 100 shiny Togedemaru today, which is a win. And I think Chris eats KitKats the right way.
So true. Very true.
Okay.
I see.
My favourite shiny so far is my shiny Skidoo.
Nice.
And I also got the Zamazenta with the background, which was really cool.
Amazing. Over here.
I finally got a shiny Zamazenta after attending 2 Go Fests and playing City Play multiple times.
Oh, you have to work hard for these things, don't you? That's dedication. Over here.
And I've got the shiny Carbink and the shiny Wooloo. So great hunting.
Excellent. Well, we wish you were here and maybe next year. Oh, I should. Oh, what have I got? I haven't even thought about this. I've been organising everyone else.
So true.
This will all come out in the edit.
Let's keep it within 3 minutes.
I'm very happy. I've got a shiny background Zamazenta, which is awesome. So we wish you were here. Maybe next year, one of you two, Chris or Carl, will be over here.
Or both.
Or both. They are allowed to come at the same time. All right. See you soon. Bye.
Look, you don't know what the international rules with the two of us are. The government told us we're only allowed one of us out at a time. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you very much for organizing that, Sarah. It was nice to hear from everybody. Yeah, it sounds like Conrad's winning the day, probably winning the event.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. That's a lot of shinies in a very short amount of time. Eager to hear how the rest of the day went for y'all. And I think there was some weather stuff the first day, but it sounds like the second day has been going really nicely for them. So that's great. Thanks again for calling in. Lovely to hear from y'all. Also, Justin, you were just at New York. I would not have energy in the tank for that. Good on you. You're a top-notch traveler. Oh my God. Okay.
Justin was crazy with his travel. He's like, this is what I went to work for, was to travel.
Yeah, I mean, good on him. He takes great pictures. He's very good at cataloging his trips, and he's very good at like making the most out of his trips for like cost-effective ways of doing it. You know, so a lot of admiration for that.
Trying a variety of beer while he's there.
That's right. Okay, that's it for voicemails. We've got a couple of emails here. I'm going to read the first one. This one is from Daniel, and he said, "Hey guys, first time writing here. You were talking about the Go monthly pass for April and May, and on my track, I got 400 coins for free both months, which is crazy. I didn't see anyone also around me getting the same rewards, so it must have been from maybe the tests from the
one of the A/B testing."
Yeah. Anyways, just wanted to share this info since you were discussing the differences between each others. Looking forward to GoFest Global. It's going to be awesome. Shiny vibes from Brazil. See ya. Oh, yeah, that sounds like, I think that was one of the test markets for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
I hope they bring that back. I'd like to see more coins in my pass. That'd be neat.
Yeah. Neither of I don't think the passes have coins, at least not the major, like one that everybody has.
Yeah, no, I don't think so at all. Yeah. But thank you for the email.
Oh man, you should have read this one, Chris. Oh no.
Why?
So you didn't read the first line. I
don't know how
to say this.
No. Okay. All right. Well, give it the old college try there.
I don't know.
You got it.
Oh no. Next email is from Lemirio, and they said, "Hi, Chris and Kyle. I thought to update you both on the dream team, Team Katy Perry, the team where everyone only knows Boom 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 Burst. But you have to sing it in diva-tastic solo voice of astronaut and former pop star Katy Perry." I missed the astronaut part when I was skimming this read. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Oh my god! As if in the song "Firework." I didn't do that. I apologize. Don't pretend you don't know it. I know the song "Firework," but I don't know the line. Chris does. So
it's boom 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 burst in this case.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
But back to Pokemon. The answer to the question you didn't ask Team Katy Perry is, this kind of team is not good. Surprise only to me. No matter what fast move, you have to have Boom 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 Burst. Takes forever to charge. Example, I was farmed down by, I kid you not, a Marini. Yes, it was not a Toxapex. That would be dignified. It was a start of new season. Heard this Pokemon was good. Marini. Sure, my Pokemon was 3 mods from the box already moveset to Boom Burst, but they weren't abysmal. Don't get me wrong, they weren't good, but they had the highest CP possible, less than 1,500 for their 3-star Eevees. Alas, the matches were really sucky, and it was definitely 2 shields spent, and I'm nowhere near throwing Boom Bursts. And then, well, losing, of course. In short, now I have a pop song in my head that is not The Train. Let's end on the happy note of something I hatched on my journey off the one incubator. Shiny Larvesta.
Oh my god.
Hot dog. It was so great. I nearly threw the phone and was scared I'd hit the delete by accident. Anyway, just got to get like 380 candies for this one to be my Sharona. I mean, Volcarona. But it's a literal worm, and also that song is an earworm. Yes. Have a great GoFest. Wear sunscreen and make sure to walk your Guzzlords. Boom, boom, boom. Lemurio, the best Guzzlord trainer and podcast email filler generation in the Northwest, or at least the greater Portland area.
Be sure to walk your Guzzlords is a great sign-off.
My Guzzlord is going to be staying in my storage.
Yeah.
With the one regular, one shiny Guzzlord keeping it company.
If I had a Hundo, I might walk it. Maybe
I'd walk it if I had a Hundo.
Buddy ship
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So, well, thank you very much for the email, Lemirio. You don't know this, but I'm a sucker for Katy Perry anything. As long as we're not talking about the most recent 2 albums, I pretty much end my Katy Cat career at Prism. That's pretty much it.
Is that like what, 2015?
Yeah, 2016 maybe.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The one that Chained to the Rhythm was in. I might have this all wrong. It's been a hot minute, but I used to be such a hardcore Katy Perry fan. Sabrina Carpenter has taken up my brain share. I'll be very, very honest. Yeah. All right. Thank you, folks, for your emails and voicemails. If you, dear listener, would like to email or voicemail us, like a verb, voicemail us, you can send your emails to mail@gocastpodcast.com. Voicemails can be sent in by calling 262-586-7717 or recording and attaching an audio message to the aforementioned email address. Or if you're on the Discord, because you're a patron of ours, you can just DM it to me or post it, just upload it to the PokéPoll channel as well, or wherever, whatever. get me an audio file. There's a million ways to do it. That works. You can follow us on X and Threads at GOCast Podcast. And if you'd like to learn more about GOCast, go to GOCastPodcast.com. If you'd like to support the show for as little as $1 a month and get access to our patron exclusive Discord, it can be done via Patreon. That is spelled patreon.com/GOCast Podcast. And if you're watching the video right now, I'm actually wearing merch from our store that I bought before the trip that didn't get here until the day after I left. But I'm wearing a nice GOCast hoodie. You just go to our website if you're interested in that. I think you can get this pretty much on any product there. I think I made it open. So if you care to support the show in that way, visually, I suppose, you can pick up merch there. There's a nice shop icon, a shop tab. What is it called again? I can't remember what it's called. The tab is called Store. I'm so creative.
Yeah, there you go. You nailed it.
Nailed it. So there you go. There's that. Okay. Speaking of our patrons, shout out to our elite trainer tier patrons. Big thank you to Bo, Daniel, Lori, Michael, Ozzy, Arkham, Marvin, and Mimi, Sforza, Rasui, and Ryan Thayer, Jason, Justin, Charles, Motters, Lee, William, Brandon, Ethan, Stephen, Nick, our favorite listener, Drew 2, Camo, The Ugly Rock, Jacob, Victoria, Seller, Memorandums, Nabil, Tish, Jacob, Matthew, Don, John Paul, Micah, Sean, Dave, Nessacal, Purple Opal, Nergofon, Beta Ski, Cyprian, Don, Fear the Turtle, Chad, and Everdark Raven. Thank you very, very much for your generous support and for helping us keep the digital lights on, in addition to many other things. You can also leave us a review. It's free for you to do so. It helps us out a lot, though, with discoverability and all that other good stuff. So please consider doing so. Thank you in advance. And we got to set some goals, and then we're out of here, Mr. Kyle. We've got Phantom Ruins that just started today. We plan to record, I think, Thursday this upcoming week. So we'll pretty much have this entire event, and that's it, because the Yamper event doesn't start till Friday, and Community Day is not until next weekend. So this is what we got going on.
Yep. Not a whole lot going on. I've already done all the collection challenges today. So can't even say, hey, I need to do those.
Yeah, very true.
Side note, last collection challenge, super easy.
That first one was just awful.
Really easy. Yep. Not even hey, you have to do a raid to do one of these. Not even hey, use your free pass. I don't know what they were thinking with that first one with the egg hatching. Absolutely offensive.
One other thing I gotta say is that while these are easy and it's fine, I don't like that there is the same Pokemon in several collection challenges.
Agreed. 100% agreed. I was very confused last week when I was looking at them.
Yeah, Phalanx was in 2 of them, I think, or Tadpole, or something like that.
Yeah, they really just wanted to have 3 collection challenges, but they didn't have enough spawns to do that.
Yeah.
Which is whatever. Fine, sure. More number go up. But
so what are your goals?
My goals are, I stole one from Chris, but I want to clear 1,000 Pokemon storage. I'm currently at 5,500. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to restock on Pokeballs. In particular, Pokeballs, I have 1,600 Ultra Balls, which is pretty good. And 900 Great Balls, but I don't care. I have to do some item inventory management. I'm at 5,000 inventory. I must
come
have so
on.
many berries.
Yeah. Look, just get rid of them.
Yes, but I'm not buying more storage space. I don't need more than 6,000 of each storage. I don't.
I don't think any of us need it. It's just nice.
I'm also not spending any money until GoFest because I'm going to be setting some goals at GoFest. And anyways, and I want to continue my Go Pass progress. Probably do a little bit better than I've done in the last 2 weeks. Try and go for actually hitting the cap each day. Yeah, because I've kind of just been halfway each day.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You hatch 1 egg, you do a raid, you catch a bunch of Pokemon, you're pretty much there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep, those are nice goals. For myself, Dynamax Hatena debuts in I think 2 days or 3 days, so I want to grab one of those before we record. I also want to clear out at least 1,000 Pokemon storage. I'm currently at 8,500, I think. I think I have a probably 400 of them I could do really easy that are just recent catches I haven't cleared out. But I'd like to reach a target of 7,500. My stretch target is 7,000 out of my 9,000 storage. I'm not even at max yet.
You could do that.
I could probably do 7,000. All right, you know what? We'll do it. We'll do it live.
Turn off the little safety feature. Transfer 35 of your Eevees. transfer 65 of your Machops. Boom. Just that's almost halfway there of the difference right there.
The last time I turned off a safety feature, I ran my drone into a tree. This was 2 weeks ago. So
that's a
not.
user error. Let's be real.
Well, I almost got clipped by a golf cart and I got distracted.
That part's not user error, but.
Well, I shouldn't have turned the safety thing off. It was like, and just boom, just fell 40 feet.
Do it. So many shinies.
I know. You're right. We'll see. We'll see how far I get. 7,000. So clear out 1,500 storage. Target of 7,000 out of 9,000. 2,000 storage is a lot for me to have open. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be a good start, perhaps.
But so you have to think ahead. Because you're going to hit Jangmo Community Day. You're not going to clear out all the Jangmos before we have to do Global then next weekend.
So I have to get to like 65.
So like
and then just be
realistically,
really
you probably want to set this goal next week too and give yourself the time to keep doing this.
Yeah, I think by the end of the year, I think a healthy storage would be like 5,000 Pokemon.
I disagree. I think like 3,000 is a healthy storage.
No, 3,000.
Unless you are actively keeping a living dex. Then
I do have a living dex for sure, but I just keep 3 copies of every iteration of every Pokemon.
Yeah,
that's awful.
Not a living dex. It's not a living dex.
Well, a living dex is at least 1 copy of each.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
you are going up over.
Well, sure. I'm doing 3 living dexes. Are you happy now? Is that what you want to hear?
Oh my gosh.
Is that what you want to hear? You sicko?
Also, I'm going to throw this in here at the end because I haven't said it now over the course of 3 weeks. The Gigantamax raids or battles that we've had the last 3 weeks for the 3 starters, have been great. I had skepticism before it all started about them spawning. All weekends for all 3 weekends, it has basically only been the Gigantamax battles, which is both awesome and terrible because I go out and I want to just use my particles and there's no 1 or 3 stars for me to fight.
Oh, yeah.
So catch 22. But well done. I didn't praise it when it was appropriate in the show for anyone who actually made it this far. But I was very positive about that.
Oh, and shout out to Diego. I told him I'd give him a shout out.
Okay.
He's the security guy out front of the medical building that I was in at the time that evening.
Oh, okay.
And so he was I had all my stuff from the airport with me, and so he was like, "What's in your box?" Because I had my travels recording kit with me, and I had to go through a metal detector to get in. And so he's like going through it, and we were talking about it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm learning to make some beats." And I was encouraging him to get into podcasting because he was interested. So shout out Diego. I hope you do it, man. That's great. Yeah. Okay. We'll see y'all in less than a week, pretty much, because we're going to record on Thursday and today's Saturday. So we'll see you before Jangmo Community Day and the Yamper event begins. So until then, shiny vibes. If you're in Paris, I hope you're having a really great time. Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.